How excited are you to finally get the season going?
I'm super excited. I can't wait. I think that, 6 o'clock under the lights in SEC country, there's nothing more that you want as a player than going out there on a Saturday night. I think everyone on the team is just excited to get going, start the season. It's not really much better than 6 o'clock under the lights. So,
for somebody like you, when you open the season with a top 25 opponent, is there maybe more excitement there just because of the quality of the opponent you're playing?
I wouldn't say it's more excitement. I would just say, I'm always excited no matter who we play, but 6 o'clock, like I said, under the lights, there's nothing much really better than that. First game of the year, I think. I just really can't wait to get out there and start playing.
Yeah, it's always exciting. Tell me about you come to a MAC school, you compete for a MAC championship every year. That's the goal. But you also get to play against the SEC, against the Big Ten, against these other conferences. How much is that when you're looking at a school saying, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to compete for championships and still be able to play at the highest level?
Yeah, I think for me personally, getting recruited by those bigger schools and being told you're too small or too whatever it's called, I think you kind of grow a chip on your shoulder for wanting to play those bigger schools just for that reason personally. But I think as a team, you want to see what you guys are made of going against those bigger schools. They're recruited to be bigger, faster, stronger than you. So you kind of, first week, get to see what you're made of as a team. And, just going in, obviously we want to win a MAC chip, but right now our focus is at Kentucky week 1. So, yeah.
What can you tell us about UK? What are their biggest challenges there for you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
On the defensive side of the ball, for sure. Number one is they got a first-round quarterback. He's got a crazy arm. And, their O-line's big and strong inside. They're bringing back their center, their left guard, and they got a guard that played a lot at Auburn. So inside they got a lot of experience. They're big, they're strong, they're physical. So for me personally, I think you just got to get off the ball and play some football. I can't wait. And obviously they got a good run game. They use their run game first, try to set up their play action, that kind of thing. So they're a really complete offense, and just can't wait to see what our defense is made of.
Coach is always talking about the defense, particularly being 1/11th. You do your job, and things will take care of themselves. So many new faces on that side of the football. How are you, as one of the elder statesmen, been able to kind of help those guys along all through fall camp, getting ready for the game?
Obviously in fall camp we had our trials and tribulations. We had our ups, we had our downs, and I think through all those ups and downs, we just grew trust in each other. And I think whether it be, there's probably 14, 15, 16 guys that are going to play on our defense week 1. We don't really know who's going to be out there for sure yet. So I think it's just having those trust in each other. And, for me and some of the older guys like Wood, Sally, those kind of guys, I think all we can do really is just help build that trust in those young guys because, I don't think it's your first game, I don't think you really realize, for me, when it was Iowa, you don't really realize until you're out there, holy crap, this is 6 o'clock under the lights, So I think it's going to hit those guys really quick at that time. So I think just trying to teach them, let them know what it's going to be like. I think all you can do is help them with that.
Just how excited are you, especially you've been battling some injuries, just to really get back onto the field?
Honestly, for me, it's a one-in-a-chance lifetime opportunity for me because these past 2 years I've barely been on the field. I've been dipping my toe in, trying to get plays here and there for the last 2 years. But for my first game to be actually back and it be against Kentucky, 60,000-plus people going to be there, it's going to be an exciting game for all of us, not just me. So we're all excited to be there.
I talked to Tyree a couple weeks ago and told him, and I'll tell you the same thing, watching you and Tyree run, both coming back from just devastating injuries. Yeah. Looks like you guys are running the ball better than you did before you got hurt. How you feeling?
I wouldn't say better, but I feel like our maturity and our experience helps us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the same bodies that we had pre-injury, but at the same time, our mind is sharpened enough to where we know where the holes are supposed to be when we get the ball. So if we're not 100% physically, our mental is going to take over that and going to compensate for the lack of, you know what I'm saying? So we have the mentals and the physicals, and our physicals is getting better and better every day. So it's a journey, but we're getting there for sure.
Your game is built on speed. Are you excited to kind of test your speed
up
against the SEC talent?
Yeah, so their defense is definitely athletic. They have a bunch of athletes in the back end, and their front three are huge guys. So in this, once you get in space, you got to get north to south, and you got to show off that speed. So once I get that opportunity, I don't plan on getting caught. So yeah.
Talk a little bit about the running back room, because obviously when you and Tyree were out,
Mm-hmm.
Redhawks were able to develop some depth. So that's
Yeah.
probably the deepest room on the team.
Yeah, that might have been a blessing in disguise, because since me and Tyree were out for a year plus, those two guys, well, we had two, mainly Kevin and Kenny, who really made jumps because they were our two guys. And then we got added on Keon from Kansas State, and he's made a big jump from this past year. So, and on top of that, we got Jordan Brunson, and he's coming along great. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We got Derez. Now he's on scout team, but at the same time, he might be a specialist for us in the punt return, kick return game. The fact that we have so many guys that we can just be dependent on everybody in our room is a great feeling to have, because it doesn't have to be just me. It doesn't have to be just Tyree. It doesn't have to be just Kenny or Kevin. Like, we can look over, we can see one of body's coming in. It's like, all right, bet. We know we about to go crazy, regardless of who's in. So it's a great feeling to have.
With so many new guys on defense, do you feel like maybe there's more responsibility on the offense, to maybe maintain the ball, or at least, put up as many points as you can?
Oh, that's just, it doesn't matter who's on our defense. Our goal on offense is to always score points, to get as Coach Kayla says, get the ball in the red grass. Obviously, our field is different, so it's green now, but get that ball in the end zone, man. That's our goal. Regardless of what our defense has, we're trying to get as many points on the board as possible.